Hi everyone, I just wanted to share a bit this morning about our multidimensionality and about the death rites. I wanted to share about becoming aware of your soul and how you do that. Just a quick sharing, but yeah, so this, the expansiveness of who we really are is something that we are unaware of. A lot of us are unaware of how expansive our being is, that we're not just this physical body, that we are this multidimensional being of soul, and we're limited by just feeling ourselves just as this body. And even for those of us who have had awareness in the past about the fact that we are just more than this body, we still very rarely feel the true expansiveness of our true nature, ourselves as soul. And that's what I'm trying to do, is hold the space for people to feel their soul, and for our young people to really get in touch with their soul as actually the truthful form of education. Really is like, if a young person as they go on their path to adulthood have a sense of themselves as soul and can connect to their soul, not just themselves as a human form, then that's where their passion lies. That's where they're able to connect with their unique innate gifts and medicine. So yeah, just becoming conscious of yourself as soul and how you do that. So living from your place of soul and recognizing that, so what is soul? Soul is the filter between spirit and earth. It's full of spirit. Our soul is full of spirit, and it's what gives us the ability to connect to all that is. And it's through our energy field, our auric field, that we are able to really get in touch with this part of ourselves, and to interact with the natural world, and to interact with other realms and other dimensions, and to really feel who we truly are and why we're here on the earth. And I feel at this time that we're now becoming aware of ourselves fully as soul in our bodies, embodying ourselves as soul, if you understand what I mean. Just really feeling our multidimensionality in our body, and living from that place. So yeah, that is the path of the heart. So it's the path of remembering of who you truly are. When we're born, we come in and we have this amnesia that takes over, to this amnesia where we forget our true divinity. We are so involved in the physical for those first few years, where we're learning to walk, learning to talk, learning to interact with the world, that this kind of amnesia comes in, and our conditioning from our culture stops us from really remembering who we are. So yeah, the way to access soul is through the heart. So it's be returning to the expansiveness of our heart. And once we feel our hearts, and we are able to expand our hearts and to really feel the immensity of our heart space, inside there is the seed of our soul. That's what I feel when I meditate. And I've got lots of work where I take people into their heart lodge, and to really feel the seed of their soul, but also the path of healing, because that was the other thing I wanted to share. Like, how do you live from the place of soul? If you are recognizing that the path of the heart is the path of soul, then if we are experiencing trauma and experiencing soul loss, then we can't feel that. So a lot of the work that I do is going into the heart lodge and recovering those soul parts so that you can have all of your soul. It's not fragmented. You've got your full essence is aware, because you've healed all the trauma that's fragmented your soul and shut your heart down. So all of those boundaries that you create for protection around your heart, all of that heartbreak is not allowing you to feel the truth of yourself as soul, because your soul is fragmented through that pain and that wounding. So to feel your multidimensionality, you have to do the work of soul mending, which is the path of healing, and then you can really go deeply into that place of expansiveness of your heart and deeply let go and surrender. So yeah, I just wanted to share a little bit about that in relation to the death rites. I mean, there's so much I could say on each one of these subjects. Is this huge kind of like expansive, massive subject, pretty profound, but I just wanted to share it in this video in relation to the death rites, because as we are leaving our living temple, as our souls are exiting this body, this living temple, there's a sequence of unwinding of the chakras, which releases the soul. So for me, being fully aware, being in your conscious death process means being fully aware of your soul, and your body, so that you can be aware that your soul is exiting your body through this sequence of the chakras as your chakras start to unwind. So if you are fully aware of yourself as soul, and fully aware that your soul is exiting this living temple, then you do experience it just as a change of clothes or getting on another bus and going somewhere else. It's just a stepping out of your body. And to be fully conscious of the death process is being fully conscious of yourself as this multidimensional being. And yeah, in my experience, to be able to do that in as conscious a way as possible, and we're evolving, so we're constantly moving towards a higher level of consciousness. So there's always a movement towards more understanding, a massive growth in consciousness. So if you can do that before you leave your physical body, then you're going to have a really conscious experience of, and be fully present in, the process of, I don't even like the word death, but the process of transition. So, learning about the death rites and how this sequence is always actually returning to the heart, this beautiful sequence of how your chakras unwind is a sequence that constantly takes you back to the heart. And that's why, it's because that's where it resides, and then eventually you exit out of the top of your head. But I'm learning, it depends on the level of consciousness which chakra that your soul might exit out of. That's something that I'm starting to understand. So having someone with you as you're transitioning who understands those things and can help you through the process is really, really valuable. But also, doing that work on yourself before, having a conscious death while you're still alive, so that you're fully ready for your actual transition. So yeah, just really getting in touch with our multidimensionality and ourselves as more than just this human form. And to do that requires the work of soul mending. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there, because each video that I make, there's a huge amount in each subject, and I'm just kind of I'm just making these videos to open these conversations and these sharings, so that we can start really living from the place of conscious death, personally and as a collective. And that's how we're going to move through this evolutionary shift in a good way. So yeah, thank you for listening. I'm going to keep sharing videos and putting it out there, because that's my guidance at this time. So yeah, blessings and love to you all wherever you are in the world. Lots of love.